Welcome back. I'm here once again with my friend.
Friend's a bit of a strong word, I feel like. Acquaintance,
Yeah, I mean,
captive, pet.
let's say, yeah, I did bring you through Neptunia, so I think friends is off the table.
Yeah, more like war buddies, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
comrades in arms.
comrade in arms. Yeah, that's very appropriate, I think. And I see you're swinging around your really big hammer.
Yep. So I'm back in the first room, I guess. Just to fully explore it now that I've got a proper weapon.
Right.
Sadly, Deanna still weaponless.
She's just gonna punch stuff. It's no biggie.
Yeah, she's got a nifty purple robe now though.
Okay, does it make her punch better, or is it something awkward like, oh, you can use a sword much better? It's like, oh wow, that's very nice and handy, isn't it?
It makes her take punches better, just slightly.
Oh, okay. I feel as though you should find her a shield then, as well.
I should find her a lot of stuff.
You're not exactly the best employer right now, are you?
No.
Hey,
I mean,
come
no,
work for me. Well, what's in it for me? Well, you get hit by monsters, and I hit them back for you. And sounds like a bit of a raw deal, to be honest.
You have to bring your own armor, by the way.
Oh, fucking hell, gig economy. Gig economy coming to adventurer escorts.
Oh man. So just clear off the last room.
Right.
We got
The one
a
with the
troll.
Mongol
a
troll.
Cyclops.
Oh, okay, sorry. It was a Cyclops. I didn't mean to be racist.
Sadly, I am effectively running at only 75% strength due to Deanna not having a weapon.
Therein lies the issue.
Yeah. Needless to say, punching doesn't do quite as much damage as, say, having a big-ass hammer.
Not quite. I mean, I used to play Monk in Final Fantasy XIV, so I would disagree with you, except that this doesn't seem quite the same game in general.
No.
I'm the sort of person who treats every single game like my favorite game, which has bitten me in arse many times when I scream at, I'm Geralt and I'm screaming at my horse, heal me, you stupid asshole, healers adjust, and it just won't heal me. And whilst I might be playing the game wrong, I feel as though it should be the developer's fault in this case for not making it more like my favorite game.
Well, screaming, heal me, you asshole, is kind of a recurring thing you can have in this game.
Oh, you knocked a troll? Cyclops over.
Yep, this is
And
why
now
I
you're just
love
gonna
this
bash it.
game. Because you when you fight big enemies, you can climb them and shit. You can hop all over them.
Right.
You can do things with them. You can knock them over.
So it's kind of Shadow of the Colossus meets Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man,
I wish
this is made by
Monster
Capcom.
I wish Monster Hunter would have a good climbing system. And no, stuff like Zora and John Moran do not count.
So with the Cyclops if you grab his legs, he can't really move, and you see he does a little shake to try and knock people off.
That's what I do with babies.
Okay, that one's gonna get censored out.
That's what I do with puppies. That's what I do with Germans.
I think that's more acceptable. But yeah, needless to say, I kind of did a bad thing being a warrior because warriors obviously can't really use their weapon that well when they climb enemies.
Yes.
So I can't really climb up to him and stab him in the eye.
Okay. Okay. That was a very smart thing to do. Can you command your escorts? What's the technical term for them again?
Pawns.
Can you Can you command your pawns to go stab him in the eye for you, or are they like smart enough to try and do that?
So they're gonna try and do that. I think Livia's trying to do that right now.
Right. So I noticed earlier that the health bar seemed a lot emptier than it is now. Is it more like a stagger bar or something like that? Or does it just have multiple health bars?
Okay, so he does have multiple health bars.
Right.
And, like, underneath the health bar, there's little dots. Each dot's a health bar.
Okay, it's that sort of system.
Yeah.
And
Speaking of health, Yeah, just speeding us all up because it's gonna take a bit. But you may notice like my own health bar like has like gray and then nothing. The way damage works in this game is that you lose your maximum, and then you can only heal it up by using like actual potions and stuff.
Right. It's.
I mean,
Oh, what else has the system?
oh, so I'm currently on fire, so I'm like, oh shit, I gotta jump, roll in the water, fire's gone.
Nice.
That's this game is pretty good like that.
Stop, drop, and roll. I mean, you could do the same thing in Monster Hunter, so it's only logical that you can do it here. And then some games it just doesn't happen that way, and it's just like, that's not how physics works, guys. That's not how fire works. And we've known how fire works for like, I don't know, 15,000 years, so I feel as though this game is kind of behind the times.
So now that I finally cleared off this room, it's time to get to looting.
Ooh.
This room has some pretty solid like beginner stuff. As an aside, when I rolled in the water, it turned off my lantern. Thing is though, don't repeatedly press the button because it will queue it up and you'll turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off.
Oh, does it take up a lot of fuel? Or something, or it just looks stupid?
You just look dumb.
Okay, fair enough.
And you can't stop the animation.
Ah, one of those games. This game just feels more and more like Monster Hunter, just without the giant monsters.
Pretty much.
Sometimes even with the giant monsters. More dungeons. So yeah, more dungeons.
There are giant monsters that we'll be seeing as we continue going through this area.
Could I guess that one of them might be a dragon?
Oh, there might be a dragon or two.
It'd be kind of a weird thing to name your game Dragon's Dogma without having a dragon in it, but to be fair, some games are weird like that, you know?
Right. One of the more important things to grab here are these King Warish. It's like little herbs, but like the King variety is like the best healing kind, and they're pretty light compared to potions.
Okay, so there's a weight mechanic.
Yeah, there is also a weight mechanic. And ooh, look at this!
Ooh, giant coin pouch.
Well, looks like Deanna gets a weapon.
Oh, nice.
The harvest was great this year.
It's
by the way,
it's so kind of you to invest money in your employees.
You could be able to jump up there, but one of the classes we're playing as, we don't have a double jump or a levitate jump, so I won't be able to get up there for now.
It doesn't matter if your pawns can't go up after you, or do they just like teleport to you?
Sometimes they do just kind of teleport.
Right.
It's unreliable.
Why not leave it to him and busy yourself with staying alive?
So as we go through the dungeon, Barok here and Ulra at the top will have different dialogue. I figure I'll just show it off, get a little flavor for the dungeon.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's good to not hear us talk all the time. Sometimes.
Oh, I think of that every day. Congratulations, you now have a weapon.
Nice. She's got a really big sword now.
Yeah, a sword that's bigger than her.
What'll it be then? No, will you have? What'll it be?
Just grabbing a...
Oh, yeah, go on. Oh, I was just gonna say, last time we were recording the previous episode, did I mention I got a Nintendo Switch now?
No, you have not. But real quick,
oh yeah,
I'm
you
just
first.
grabbing some different skills, because you only start with one skill. You gotta spend disciple points to get more skills.
Okay.
There's also an augment that the warriors get that reduces damage, but I don't have the points for that.
I assume augment's like a passive.
Yeah.
Okay.
The problem, kind of doing a low level thing here, is the way that getting disciple points works out.
Right.
Is depending on how much experience you get a percentage of that in disciple points.
Okay.
But the more experience you get, though, it's a lower percentage. So it's
diminishing
kind
returns.
of so it's kind of a struggle for me to get disciple points while also trying to like not power level.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not trying to like do a low level run, but I'm trying to like not intentionally over level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're trying to keep things interesting, as it were.
Yeah, pretty much. The problem is though is that disciple points also levels up your vocation rank, and when you get higher ranks, you unlock more skills and whatnot that you can get. Oh, hey, by the way.
Oh, whoa, hello.
Yep. If if that guy, if they're called man-eaters, if they manage to kill you while you're in their mouth, they will swallow you. So, apologies if you wanted to see my pawn get swallowed. You'd have to go somewhere else to satiate your appetite.
I think that's only fair of you to try and minimize. Oh, Diana, no. Oh, whew.
Oh,
so I
and
assume
she
that
just
if
jumped in the water. Rest in peace.
Whoops.
So here's some pawn learning. Olivia got hit the first go around by that death spell, but the next 2 times he cast it, she actively walked out of the circle.
Ah, that's actually quite smart.
It's like pawns are like the newbie who wants to learn in a dungeon, as opposed to the person who just tells you to fuck off and you don't pay their sub. They'll screw up a few times, but my god, they're trying.
Yeah, they're the people who actually take your advice.
Yeah, they're like, oh, there's a thing on the floor. I shouldn't walk into it.
My issue is that I've recently moved to the Japanese servers because of ping. So it's very hard for me to give advice or take advice for that matter because it's all in Japanese, and my Japanese I learned all my Japanese from anime, so I can't really read or write it, which does not help very much. To be fair, I can't really speak or listen to it either, so I don't really know Japanese, but I like to pretend to on my CV.
So, I also swapped out my pawns for some higher leveled ones, and 2 redheads. You motherfuckers are stealing my idea.
Oh.
But yeah, we go here, and skeletons show up, and this big-ass skeleton also shows up. But conveniently, there's some exploding barrels.
Very conveniently. I thought your pawn was going to say, "This must be the work of an enemy stand," but no. It's very close. So as I said, I recently got a Nintendo Switch, and because apparently my gimmick now is playing gacha games, I bought Xenoblade Chronicles 2 as my as my first game because it came as a deal. It was actually quite a good deal. I got a Switch, a game, and a screen protector for the same price as a regular Switch.
Damn.
So, yeah, good deal. And I just recently got paid as well, so I can afford it. Are all your pawns dead?
Yeah, so before I kill him, I need to revive Diana so she gets the experience.
Ah, that's important.
Because your pawn can have a different leveling than you. They're not, your levels aren't shared.
Okay, it's the Etrian Odyssey experience, as it were.
Right.
So yeah, I bought Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I'm not very far in because I only play for 20 minutes before bed because that's all I have time for. Because I'm too busy watching anime and doing my own LP. As you know, I'm a very busy man.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm playing this game, and there's a main character, Pyra. She is the redhead on the cover of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And anytime she's in a serious cutscene, I cannot take her seriously because the camera likes to focus on her gigantic tits.
Same.
Or the back of her outfit, which looks absolutely fucking ridiculous. Did you know that the main character designer for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is a hentai artist? Because you can tell.
Oh, I'm not surprised. Real quick, when I killed that guy, he dropped a skeleton key, and these 2 doors are locked unless we have a skeleton key.
Ah.
The chest around the corner actually does have a skeleton key. It always has one, but I deposited it and never got it back, so...
Oof.
This looks interesting.
Out of the 2 rooms, this one had 3 chests, so clearly this is the one I need to go through. And got some nice equipment out of it, as well as some bitter black isle stuff, so whenever I head back up to the surface, I'll go ahead and
Trade it in?
purify it.
Okay. Right, you need to identify this stuff. I forgot about that.
Yep. I mean, in this game, the items are literally blue, they almost look like grapes. That's the only way I can explain it. They kind of look like blue grapes.
Interesting.
Assume the enemy lurks around every corner.
So the skeletons we just fought, it's a good thing I have a hammer, because there's also a difference between slashing and blunt damage.
Right.
And whenever...
I assume blunt is better against skeletons.
Yes. There'll even be a call out like, edged weapons are of no use and stuff like that.
choose between coming and going.
And I'm making sure, just check over everything. A little bit earlier, I picked up something called a macabre.
Right.
Macabre? Fuck, how
Macabre.
do you pronounce the out?
I think it's macabre.
Anyways,
Yep,
macabre. I picked up a statue. I'll just say that, and it's part of a side quest.
Right.
I'm not like going to intentionally gather them, but I'll just kind of show them off every now and then whenever I pick them up, because some of them they're kind of like jumping puzzles. No shit.
Jumping puzzles. Ooh, spooky.
This is what I think about you casting spells, nerds. Oh, I love this game.
When you don't have a locker, you just gotta use a coffin. Can you shove them in chests?
Sadly, no.
You
But
disappoint
damn,
me,
I love
Dragon's
this moment
Dogma.
because Deanna and I are like in sync during this fight. Annoyingly, as you would expect, holy damage, which is what my weapon is currently enhanced with. Look at this. I do that,
Ooh.
she does it, launches him up there, we both hop right on up. This game's really cool.
Yeah, it certainly seems it. Just beating the shit out.
There are people who are like, oh man, this game's combat sucks. You know what's a good combat game? Dark Souls. I'm like, yeah, the game where I just stand there circling the enemy until he finally decides to do his attack so I can roll behind him and attack. And then I attack twice, and I have to stop because because no enemies ever stagger in that game. And if I keep attacking, I can't stop attacking. And then he'll hit me once and I'm dead. So, no. You know what else makes this game better than Dark Souls?
What?
I press one button and I jump. I don't have to hold on to a button, run, and then release it, then press it again to jump.
The only Souls-like I have experience with is Bloodborne, and I haven't got very far into it. So, all my Dark Souls knowledge is secondhand. But yes, I do hear it's quite tough, and people like to say it's very tough, and they like to say it gets good scrub at you. To which I say, fuck you, I'm gonna just go hunt a fucking Rathalos if you want to say shit like that to me.
By the way, I got some proper armor finally.
Woo!
Now, there are two different, slots. There's an armor slot and, I think it's called clothing. Point is, there's two different slots, and each kind of gear you get is one or the other. So I still have the plebeian clothes on, because the armor slot didn't take that spot.
Oh, so you can have, clothes on.
Oh, no!
Oh.
No, not the goddesses!
Perfect! That's amazing!
Oh my god.
Oops.
I wonder if that musical sting is what made YouTube pop up with the "this may not be appropriate for all viewers" thing.
It auto-detects that it's a horror show. And it is. Why didn't it detect that whilst we were playing Neptunia? Well, whilst you were playing Neptunia, I should say. And whilst I was laughing at it with you.
I know, it's just the algorithms.
Just so you know, whilst I've been co-commentating with you, I've also been playing Girls Frontline because I'm currently grinding an event. And one of my squads just died, so I blame you. Because I wasn't paying attention. This is all your fault.
Death to all anime.
Hey, they were very cute anime girls. How dare you? But yeah, sorry, go on.
Oh, more skeletons. Thanks for waiting, bud.
It's just fucking skeletons in here.
Yeah, at the start we're going to be seeing just a bunch of undead and skeletons, but we do eventually start running into more enemies.
Weirder ones.
Weirder ones, more esoteric ones. Because something I like about this game is, the enemy variety.
Yep.
Oh, I pretty much said it last video, but, there's actual griffins, cockatrices, manticores, chimeras, serpents.
So I assume the deeper you go, the weirder the monsters get.
Yes. And I just love that, kind of old schooly random monsters and shit. What it's something I miss is weird ass monsters in games. Now they're just kind of by the books.
Standardized.
Yeah, pretty much. You know what game had a weird ass? Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm just trying to think of weird ass monsters, but you go ahead.
Let's say PlayStation 1 era RPGs had the weirdest fucking monsters.
I followed the Dark Ids, Kudelka, and Shadow Hearts LPs.
Oh,
And
yeah.
those had some pretty weird monsters. Those are all based on random myths, and most of them didn't even look like what they were meant to be. But that was certainly weird. As I've probably mentioned before, I never grew up with a console. My very first console
Right.
was a PS4 for Persona
Right.
5. So yeah, I kind of missed out on that. But there were definitely some weird. There are definitely some weird monsters from the MMOs that I played a lot of. Like in RuneScape. RuneScape was definitely Monster Weirdo Central.
Yeah.
And now it just escapes me when I'm trying to actually think of one. Because that's how it works.
Of course. So I didn't unlock enough ranks in Warrior to get an ability that increases my core skills damage. And core skills is basically like your normal
Level up.
attacks.
Your level up skills, or like you always have.
It's pretty much just your default attacks. So
right. Okay. So not
and it-
disciplines or whatever they call it.
No, it doesn't affect your like active skills. Like whenever I do the hammer charge up, it doesn't affect that, but it
Okay.
affects just my regular hammer swing.
Light attack, heavy attack.
Yes, and
I can read.
that's
Ooh.
that guy's quite big. So fuck that. We'll just head on out.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah. So we're gonna head on back, and I'm gonna check out the other room now that I didn't unlock last time.
Mhm.
Annoyingly enough, the door I did unlock is locked again now.
Oh. Is it like a time thing or a you leave the zone thing?
I just left the zone.
Ah.
And when you walk in there, you better run out because 2 skeletons sorcerers pop up over here.
I'm just gonna throw them into
Into
the
the
fucking
water with
void.
them.
Yeah. Skeletons
Now,
can't
yeah.
swim. That's a completely normal thing.
So this what also has spawned is like a skeleton knight, and he's a hard ass.
Ah.
Like he will pretty much one shot anyone that he hits. He also uses a shield. So yeah, he's an annoying ass motherfucker to kill. So I'm gonna abuse something in this
Oh,
room. Since
okay.
the rift stone is right around the corner, when you stand next to it, your pawns start to heal. So if you look on the left,
When you stand next to it.
yeah, when I stand next to it, and only the pawns heal. You don't heal up.
Okay.
So I abuse that to heal my pawns
I
up
can
while they
see how
fight
this
him.
can be abused. I'm doing the math in my head.
Yeah, this guy, man.
But you know, in doing so, you've not only cheated the game, you've also cheated
Oh,
yourself.
Oh lord, yeah.
What
I
other
did not
reason-
grow.
what
I
even-
did not learn.
Whatever recent gaming memes can we get in here? Disciple, I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my ass keeps alerting all the skeletons in the dungeon. There we go. Is that recent enough for you kids? Have I dated this LP enough?
Be sure to subscribe if you also like those memes.
I love memes. The memes.
Actually, don't subscribe because I hit 420 subs and I don't want that number to go up or down.
I'm tempted to unsub from you. I actually do have 2 accounts. I've got my LP account, and then I've got my real life account, which has my actual name and stuff like that.
Okay.
I think I'm subbed to you on one of them, but not the other. I'll need to go
Okay.
double check.
Let's see if
if-
I can find out your real name.
If I really wanted to, I hold the power over your 420.
I shall aid your need for now.
Just
So-
so you know.
So we're heading on back,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be purifying stuff. Sadly, I don't have enough disciple points to unlock the bonus to my damage. It's like a 20%. It's not a small amount. It's like a 20%, 30%.
Mhm.
Getting warrior up is actually a key thing here because the very last warrior rank
Right.
lets you unlock an ability that increases your strength by 20%.
And you can use that on any other class, or
Yes.
oh, nice.
Yep. So I purified a few items, and it's all rings that I will not be using because they're all either for classes I'm not using, or one of them increases like your magic and Like, I'm not a magic class.
Right.
For now, my
You can equip gear to other pawns, but
Not really worth
what
it.
it does is it gives the other pawn your gear when they get sent back. But with these items, you can't gift Bitter Black Isle stuff because it would be just like way too powerful.
Right.
And oh hey, the first room has respawned and all the enemies are back.
All those wolves.
Yep, and Trish got fucking mauled. Rest in peace.
Let's wait and see what they do. They've bitten off the head of your companion. I think I figured out what they do.
So I did come back for one thing. There is another chest in this room I missed, and it's right over there.
So the enemies respawn, but not the chests.
The chests do, but they like respawn on a slightly different timer. Normally this is easier to do if you have a double jump or a levitate class. But I think I can manage it. There we go.
There we go. This reminds me of doing jumping puzzles in Guild Wars 2. That or trying to climb Kugani Tower in 14. I still haven't done that. I still haven't finished that.
Yeah, I gave up on that. I'm like, I'm done. So I found some daggers, which was actually nice because a class I'll eventually go to is the Strider or Ranger class, and they use daggers. So
okay,
be nice to have a basic ass weapon. So for the rest of this video, I'm going to be exploring the place where we first met Barrock because I didn't really look over it the first time around.
Is that the Cyclops?
No, Barrock is the guy.
Oh, that. Yes. Okay. Sorry. Yep. I do remember.
Yeah. So in this room, there's a few things to note. I didn't talk about last video, but there's about 13, I believe, doors, and they're all locked, and they require an item called a Moonbeam Gem to open up.
Sounds fancy.
And they have the chests in them are set. They only ever drop their stuff once. They never respawn, and there's usually some good stuff in there. Thankfully, I could just look up online to make sure I'm not picking up crap because the gems are kind of rare and few. Well, of course, they're few. There's exactly 13, but they're rare.
Right. So if you... Oops.
I was supposed to cut that out. Now everyone knows I'm a fake gamer.
I mean, I already knew that.
Shut up.
I mean, can I really speak? No,
yeah, there's...
Yep, sorry.
You play gacha games. You take that back.
Yeah, I know.
If you guys don't understand these jokes, be sure to read or watch the Neptunia LP. It is a video series on two different worlds come together as one. As someone who doesn't watch anime and someone who does watch anime come together to make fun of anime.
Yeah, it's great. It's a weeb's favorite pastime just to make fun of anime and ourselves. Because, I mean, there's a lot of shit anime out there, just like there's a lot of shit everything out there. Like video games, and we were playing a shit video game.
And a shit anime.
Oh yeah, it was pretty shit at that being an anime as well. Especially because it was barely even one. There was like, was there like even an opening cutscene? But I don't think it was an anime cutscene. Ooh.
I believe there was an anime-style opening, and that was it.
And of course, the anime still shots of the hot springs and shit like that. You know, every anime has them. It's just how it is.
I say, don't forget, Neptunia now has a season, or supposedly is getting a season 2 anime. So be sure to report back on that.
I haven't seen season 1 yet. I should get around to it. That is sarcasm. I'm not actually gonna watch it.
These spiders are assholes. They
slow you down.
I didn't realize their poison spit can put torpor on you. So now I'm moving hella slow.
You look hilarious.
Yeah, it's great. I think I fall slow too. Look at that.
Jeez.
This is like. This is like trying to fake being in slow motion.
In Final Fantasy XI, the really old school MMO that I'm currently playing for reasons unknown even to me, There's a status effect called Cursed that slows your movement and I think attack speed down to a fucking crawl. And as far as I can tell, there's no way of removing it unless you're a white mage. Like,
Shit.
and I did stuff like I went back to my house.
Oh,
I
hey.
rested my big pot of gold. I rested in my house. I like ran around in the city, and the only thing you can do is just wait out the timer, which is like a good 5 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just like,
So
it's exciting. But yeah,
up
sorry, go
here,
on.
there's this area called the Rotunda of the Dead, and
Sounds
if
like a
you look
fun
at
place.
it,
A rotunda.
it's round. It's an arena, and you see there's a few goblins down there doing a dance and 2 cyclops.
No biggie.
Now, if we were to leave
Mm-hmm.
and then we come on back,
Mm-hmm.
the enemies will change.
Oh.
And now it's 3 cyclopses and a golem.
That's a massive fuck you.
So there's a few different types of spawns in there,
Mhm.
and you can always enter and leave, and it immediately comes on back. So it's like I say it's a good place to grind, but it's not a good place for me to grind. Now there's a bunch of harpies and a cockatrice in here.
They're master harpies.
Oh boy.
But just because there's like so many enemies in so tight of a space,
Yeah.
it's not too hot for me to grind at my low ass level with my scrub tier gear.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother at that point, I think.
Are you alright?
Unless I'm a masochist and love playing shitty anime games like you. I'm sure you could do it. I believe in you.
I mean, I'm already doing a low level run of this.
Don't need to suffer anymore.
So, you know how at the start of this video, there was problems with getting Diana a weapon?
Yeah.
And I had to run around until I found that gold? Well, first off, I could have grabbed that. Oh, whoops, I should have cut that out.
Whoops a daisy.
But there was that 10k gold that was up before the Rotunda of the Dead. I should have grabbed some.
Yep.
But this video, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and say thanks all for watching. I'll see you
Yep.
guys next time.
Cheers.
And let's just see what Trish happens to find.
And it's
God fucking damn it!
owned.